First day, Cassie take the stand in the P. Diddy trial, and it was explosive testimony. It was wild. So basically, the prosecution, is up first to question Cassie, and they start asking questions, um, personal details, her age and stuff, 19, occupation, singer, musician. When did you meet P. Diddy? When she was 19. She was signed to a record deal, Bad Boy, 10 years, you know, but really haven't put no music out. So, prosecutors asked, well, how did you make money? She said about hosting parties and stuff like that, or hosting those freak off parties, getting compensation that way. And since she was P. Diddy girlfriend at the time, off and on, you could say, she was getting rewarded, for what she did. Um, and then they talked about when the relationship started between them, basically when she was 21 years old, and she had a birthday at Vegas and stuff. That's when they first kissed and all that. And then she said that everything was good, in the beginning, but then it started to turn sour real quick. Then she talk about the abuse and stuff she was going through, arrangements um, turned violent. Her arrangement with P. Diddy, that is. He will smash her in the head, kick her, drag her, stomp her, do all kind of things to her and stuff. She said that P. Diddy had these mood swings where one day he was okay, and the next day he was just a madman and stuff. I think we saw that in that video when he was, making a band when he just went off in the office and stuff. So, yeah, I could see that kind of collaborator story. Um, and then he would get mad if he didn't answer the phone on time and stuff. Um, he was excessively um, wanted her to call him. If she don't, he'll send his staff to find her. And the next thing is the sexual encounters where she paid for male workers, sex workers, to have sex with her. Apparently, he liked the voyeurism, sit in the corner, jack off, and look at it, stuff, got off, and then every once in a while participate in the act. You know, um, this kind of shocked her because she wasn't expecting that and stuff. I tell you, man, this motherfucker is wow, man. Jeez. Oh. And then she also feels that P Diddy control all facets of her life and stuff. You know. Now she said that she didn't participate in the freak offs until she was 22. That's when she did the first one, and she only did it because she thought that she was making him happy and stuff. Yes, she was in love with him, and so she did anything for him, I guess. You know, um, she said freak offs lasted for days at a time. They stayed up for days at a time without no sleep, and drugs was used, all kind of drugs. She was talking about mollies and stuff like that, and all these other drugs, that people use and stuff. You know, um, and he decided when the freak offs in. Jeez, this motherfucker was a wild man. He did all these freak offs. How he had time to make all this money? I'm just he's like he's spending more time with the freak offs than doing business. I don't know, man. This is some wild shit, man. Crazy. And she's also said that the only time she would get to see him is when he was doing his freak offs. And she felt humiliated, she couldn't talk to anybody, and that's when she started taking drugs, to disassociate herself from the experience. Now, this other one is damage testimony, which everybody is talking about, where, you know, some of the freak offs required her to get pissed on. And one time she said that, the sex worker pissed on her and pissed in her mouth where she started choking. Everybody's talking about this. A lot of people just lose their mind. Um, Next thing is, um, he was really involved in her appearance. She said one time that I don't like the way you look. You look like a Mexican. You know, we gotta help you out. We might have to get you some breast implants and stuff. You know, he was really concerned about how she looked around him and stuff. If not, he would take things away from her. All the gifts that he gave her was taken away and stuff. This is some wild controlling shit here, man. Whew. And one thing that Cassie did is that she was doing all the bookings for the freak offs that wasn't just in the area they live at, but all across different states and stuff. Go to Vegas. She the one set it up with a travel agent. So she was, I guess that was her job, is to host these freak offs. You know, I'm sure that the defense is gonna try to take that in consideration and use that against her. But she didn't want to do it. That's the thing. She didn't want to do it. She was forced to do it. A lot of people think that she just did this willingly and she just wanted to, would participate. And now she just wants, to get at P. Diddy. No, she just couldn't leave because he was a certain way. I think she was afraid of her life. Is what I guess the prosecution is trying to say in the case. So yeah, man, that was just some of the stuff that was said. I just had to talk about this, man, because this is crazy, man. This trial is something. It's not even over yet, man. This is only the first day of her testifying. She's gonna testify tomorrow, and I'm sure that's gonna be explosive too. And I think the defense is gonna, actually grill her tomorrow. The prosecution already did that. That was like 8 hours yesterday, and today is gonna be probably another 8 hours. Folks, we're here for it. We're here for it.